Hello everyone and welcome back in SWH Live and our coverage of the Pama Pro Invitational and State Wars 14 here on SWH Live. We have another round robin contest, the final of 4 round robin contests between the 2 pro teams in this one, which is the Tour Roadrunners and the Alkali RPD squad. RPD hasn't lost yet. They've gotten points in every single game, even though they've lost 2 shootouts. So it's been a weird tournament for RPD. They have a dominating victory over Pama, which nobody really expected. I mean, obviously expected them to potentially win that game, but to do it as dominating as they did, people thought that one was going to be a close one, but they just took it to Pama. And then their other 2 games, they lost in a shootout to the Excitement, and they lost in a shootout to the Mudcats, which were both obviously surprises. And so that's why they sit at 5 points. For the Tour Roadrunners, they are winless, 0-3. They need a win if they want any shot at making the playoffs. Even if they win, they still might not make the playoffs. So this is a big game for them. Got to give yourself a chance and try to win this, but it's going to be a tough task because it's a very young Roadrunners team against a strong and powerful Alkali RPD team. RPD will be in the white jerseys. The Fabero jerseys. White with blue and silver trim. I'm sure George and I will talk about them during the broadcast. As we always like to talk about the jerseys and everything else. The Tour Roadrunners in the green jerseys with silver trim. They'll go from right to left in your screen. George is checking on the other game over on the other rink. It's Conics and Snipers, and that one is a 2-2 game. The last time I saw, might be a little bit different now because I've been gone for a few minutes, but nonetheless, the final round robin game here for the Roadrunners and Alkali RPD is underway as Martini brings it in on the right side for the Roadrunners. He'll circle the back of the cage and fire it back into his own end for DiMartino. One of the young up-and-coming stars of roller hockey. Joey DiMartino in the left corner. Has Novak pressuring him. Sends it up the far side. Controlled by Martini. Martini around the back of the net. Comes up the middle of the rink and at the red line. Swings it up the right side. Tommy Heinzman. Had it poked away from him by Spezia. Spezia up for Cody Kettler. Cody Kettler in, shoots, he scores. Shot goes off the goal post and in. And RPD makes it 1-0 just 45 seconds into the first period. Well, that's not a good thing for the Roadrunners. It kind of sets the tone for this game. And Roadrunners had any chance, they would have needed to get on RPD early. But for that sake, too, it's still early. So they still got plenty of time. JJ Fecto plays it behind the goal. Bryson Johnson runs into Delamorte. Halverson gets the puck. Halverson ran into the wall. Coming away with possession. This Loggins, he'll do a wraparound and score. Already 2-0. Alkali RPD as Loggins fakes the shot on the near side and a quick wraparound. Slides in past the goaltender Pelkey, and it's now 2-0 RPD, 1 and 12 seconds into the first period. Well, now I'm joined by downtown George Brown. And George, you only missed 1 and 12 seconds of the game. Well, the problem is you missed 2 goals. It might have a third, a shot off the goalpost from Halverson.
Man. Yeah. Okay.
That's all I got?
Well, sorry. I wonder how these goals were scored.
Well, the first one was a 3-on-2 rush that Cody Keller just smacked it in off the post. The next one, Loggins put a body behind the net, came away with the puck and did a wraparound that fooled Pelkey and in.
That's just, I don't know. I don't know what's happened to the Roadrunners this tournament.
Halverson down low. They tried to get it back across, but that one was blocked.
Surprising, they're just not scoring goals. Not scoring at all. They really haven't scored goals all summer.
Lamoya tried to go up the middle of the rink, but Halverson blocked it. Halverson's been a bright spot all tournament. He's played really well.
Listen, defensively they're not even that bad, but they have young goal scorers who just haven't been putting the puck in the net.
Lost to Magera in front. Halverson, a one-timer and a pad stop made by Lane.
Halverson doing it at both ends.
I mean, he's been that good all tournament. It's just everybody else. Not that they've been bad, they just haven't been great. And that's what you need to be in the Pama Pro Invitational. Spezia fights away from Halverson. Spezia leads Alkali RPD with 7 goals. No assists, but 7 goals to the first 3 games around robin.
Puck hog.
Looking for his 8th. Gets it in front, deflected.
All right, there's the assist. You bring it up, and there's the assist.
Oh, Novak, his first goal of the tournament. Spezia, 8th point, first assist.
If he would have got 8 goals on that rush, I'd have so messed with him. I would have so chirped him. Like, bro, do you ever pass the puck? No, one of the great players in the game, for real, Tyler Spezia.
He's just so darn fast. Like, his speed is just electrifying. It's kind of like
mine.
I know it's going to be a crazy analogy, but kind of like Connor McDavid in the NHL, where every time he touches the puck, everyone kind of holds their breath and goes, "What's about to happen?" That's what happens when Spezia has the puck. Cody Keller up the middle of the rink. Novak looking for another one. He has it. 4-0 RPD. 14:26 left in the first. Are we even 4 minutes into this?
We're not. We're 3 minutes and 34 seconds in, and it's 4-0. You just feel helpless if you're on the Roadrunner bench. You feel helpless in a situation like this.
And it's not even like they were bad goals. I mean, these have all been unbelievable tallies.
And so
that one was the prettiest.
We're setting things up. The Roadrunners, if they lose this game, they'll go down to 0-4. Conics and Snipers were tied at 2. I'm going to go check that out, Trev.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to just go hang out there until that game's over.
Right.
We'll just have a full pro coverage. I saw a little bit of that game, George, and I don't know if you saw any either, but it was mightily even.
Yeah.
I think Conics just knows how to match up with the Snipers.
The last 2 games, they've lost by 1 goal each, Conics has. Conics hasn't conquered them yet, but, I mean, that'd be huge for seeding purposes, because Conics could get one of the top 2 seeds.
Which puts you up against, obviously, not having to face RPD or Black Ice in the first round.
Right, and so I'm going to go check on, maybe that game's over by now.
It should be, or at least in a shootout.
This one is almost over.
Yeah. Well, if anything, it might get us back on time if RPD continues to dominate like this.
Right. I totally agree with that. And the game has ended. I don't know what the final score was. We'll have to check it online. So.
Or just ask somebody.
Yeah, I could do that.
Sloggins has it at center. He goes back into his own zone. Lamoya to the near side. Burnett back for Lamoya. He turns it over. We got a breakaway for Jared Gerger. He's in, shoots. Oh boy, he missed it well wide. The puck goes to the far side. A nice opportunity for the Roadrunners there, but that one went wide of the net. Far side, Archibald. It's checked by DiMartino, who comes away with the puck. Jake Corso fires it back into his own zone. George, you get a score for me?
Not yet, brother. I'm working on it. Well,
if you're going to take so darn long, I'm just going to look it up.
That's what I said in the first place.
Well, I thought that you could easily just ask someone that just was sitting there watching the game, but who am I?
Nobody knows, Trev.
Nobody knows.
No, don't sing.
Joey DiMartino flying down the right side.
The last person I talked to said it was 4-2 Snipers when they left, but he said they won, but I left at 2-2, and there was only 3 minutes left, so 4-2.
4-2 is your final. Snipers over Conics.
So, Black Ice could grab the number 2 seed. Black Ice loses, RPD could grab a number 2 seed. Or,
Shane Fox unassisted at 14:56, and then Sigmund unassisted at 17:23.
It's probably an empty netter.
That would be my assumption. But then again, you can't assume too much with the Snipers because they're so good at scoring. But Snipers were up 2-0, and then Conics Pure comes back, Waring from Linder, and then just 2 minutes later, Aldrich unassisted, and that's the way the first period ended. Chance at the front of the net for Spezia, and that one was blocked by Pelkey. But then a late goal from Shane Fox. Who else?
The controversy surrounding him yesterday.
Yeah. Foxgate.
Right. Halverson's looking blocker side each and every time.
Archibald, high slot, plays to the near side.
Great play, DiMartino.
Nice job by Joey D to block that one before it can get to Bryson Johnson.
Bryson one-handed.
There's Loggins. Scratch that, it's Archibald, back for Spezia. Look at DiMartino. He's getting a little feisty on the shift, getting things done.
Didn't allow Spezia to get it to Johnson, it would have been an all alone.
Back for Halverson, he shoots and missed it wide. Halverson fires it back towards its own end. That one's blocked, and Loggins goes to the far side. Do you think we should open it up to the social media hounds or what? We're back in the pro game here. As Spezia has it in the slot, tried to go across the crease, but it was blocked.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I really want to hear from social media. Oh, look out.
Joe Cook showing the elusiveness over on the bench.
I really want to hear from social media during this game. And here's a question, social media. Watching RPD and Roadrunners, because I know you guys are on it now because the other game is over. This year, and listen, I'm being as, I know it's not unbiased, I'm being as, what's the word I'm looking for, Trev? Neutral, but what's
Partisan?
No.
Neutral. I don't know if you can get more literal than neutral and bias or unbiased.
I'm looking. There's a word. Partial.
Partial.
I don't want to be partial to anyone, but
a chance in front for the Roadrunners, but Halverson couldn't converge. He's been a man possessed here in this game.
And even if you're a part of the Roadrunner organization, they had a great showing here. I thought it was last year. Did they beat Pama last year?
No, it was the first year, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay. What's happened to the Roadrunners? Why can't they score? Do they not have goal scorers? What is the issue with the Roadrunners? I mean, I would have expected them to go 0-4. It looks like they're on their way to do that.
At least give them the one potential win for Sweden, but I mean, it was all Sweden in that game.
I talked to Jordan Mueller earlier today, and he said they just took them lightly. And I don't think you can afford to do that at all in this tournament. So, Downtown GE Brown or Chris_Treft. Downtown GE Brown, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Chris_Treft on Instagram and Twitter. Mm-hmm. And let us know what you think. Roadrunners are struggling in this tournament. There's no doubt about it. And I don't want to hear, I know somebody will probably tell one of the players, oh, he was ragging on the road. No, they're going to be 0-4. So I'm asking them a question. What do you think their issue was this tournament? So listen, I love every guy on that Roadrunners team. I think they're all good guys, great players. Love VO. But let me know what you think the issue was this tournament, or what has the issue been all summer that they can't score goals.
Yeah, in Georgia's defense, he's not ragging them on all there. He just wants to know why that they haven't got the results this tournament.
And we're opening up conversation. What's your opinion on it? Why have they struggled?
Halverson into the high slot, wrist shot. That one goes off the shoulder of Lane and goes to the far side.
Then also during my game, Truff, I want you to ask the people
what's wrong with excitement.
The answer would be for excitement hockey. They got one win against RPD. They didn't beat the Mudcats. They lost the Mudcats. Why have they been so inconsistent? And I say they, speaking in third person, because I'm not going to go first person until I get off the air. And go we.
Halverson a wrist shot, looking low blocker again, and Lane stymies it once more. Bryson Johnson has been very physical this game. Loses it, though. Jackson in front.
Oh, Jackson had Halverson going. Halverson's been everywhere today.
RPD's being real physical. I think Joe Cook's trying to tell him, maybe up 4-0, but you got to keep playing the same way just to build good habits for the playoffs, and that's what they're doing. J.J. Fector to the near side, and Halverson just missed it.
Halverson's had about 6 chances this first period. They're just snake bit, I guess.
But the thing is, none of these guys, like, they're not like, oh, this guy's a scorer. A lot of them are setup guys.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Hockey T, Instagram, 4-2. They gave me the final score for the sniper game.
Also got it from Chris Street, but we were a little. I didn't check my phone until just now.
Me neither.
We know people are watching. We should always be checking because we're always getting hit up on the social. You guys have been awesome this tournament. This has been real fun for everyone involved. Archibald down the left wing side, plays it in front. That one's blocked.
We got a tweet from Derek Schultz. He's not here. I think he went to play Team USA as well. But
yeah, he for sure did. Remember we chirped his Iska shorts?
Right.
Well, is his answer it's because he's not playing with him this tournament?
Derek Schultz says we are in a drought this summer. That's his only answer to it.
Magera into the near circle to the far side. Ped stop lane. Now Magera puts it off the post. Well, Schultz said we're snake bit. And they just had 2 chances hit the post right there. So that kind of played point in case right in that situation.
Chris Padilla says they have too many of the same type of players. You have to balance your team and not having Johnson, Keith Johnson, I'm sure he's speaking of, hurts. No tenacity, no scoring, no tending. It's like a rebuild. I get that. I get it. That's what it does seem like. It could actually seem like that. Oh, man.
A chance in front, and RPD scores, making it 5-0.
Novak's definitely brought his game today, I'll tell you that much.
You know, you say rebuild. That's actually a relatively good point because they've kind of gone back to the drawing board, picked up players like Fecto and Magera, who are great hockey players.
Great players, but haven't played pro before.
They're pro-caliber players, but they're still getting used to it.
Yep.
They're still getting used to the game. Love watching them play. And it's exciting to see them play with good players. Not that they didn't before with the Sting, but to see them at the pro level. But there's like a feeling out process, too.
I think it's tough going with 13 players, too.
We always talk about how you want to have a good flow.
Right.
Novak to the far side. A one-timer. It's the side of the net. Because Burnett had that opportunity.
3 lines is good. I don't know if 13's too many and you guys can't get a
rhythm,
feel for it or get a rhythm, and
But usually, honestly, there's a couple of them don't play too much. So it's like they play with 12 and have that extra guy. DiMartino is robbed in front by Zach Lane.
Robbing guys doesn't help their confidence either.
No. But you know what? There's still something the Roadrunners have done all tournament long is they've been playing hard. And they've been playing not bad. That's a good play right there.
They have guys that are hard workers, and they're incredibly skilled. But one thing they don't get a lot of are the battles along the boards because they're a smaller, younger team without the size yet. Just thinking about 3 or 4 years when these guys get bigger, stronger. They're extremely fast already, but when they get bigger.
Jackson wins a battle, gets it in front. Delamorte shoots and scores.
And there's some scoring. And Nick Delamorte, not a surprise that it's Nick Delamorte. He's one of the more talented players on this team, too, and they're all extremely talented.
You know
Delamorte brings it all the time.
You know who made that play, though? Smallest guy on the floor, Brett Jackson. You're talking about board battles, and literally the smallest guy out there won a board battle against a much bigger guy, threw it to Delamorte in front. He made no mistake with a pretty move. Roadrunners on the board, 4:42 left in the first. Interception. They might have a second. Heinzman backhand toe drag. Backhand shot. He scores!
Now 5-2, so it's 5-0 early. Goal differential means everything here, too. 4. Even if RPD wins this, goal differential still means everything.
They're saying probably on the bench right now, we got to try to get an 8-goaler here. Face-off won by the Roadrunners. Back-to-back goals and back-to-back pretty goals. That Tommy Heinzman goal.
Yeah.
We were talking about being snake bit.
And
That was
Heinzman has great hands and always has.
sick. As George would say, that was nasty. That wasn't a very good impression.
No,
but,
but it's all right.
It's the most sincere form of flattery, right? Puck comes down on a lane, he covers it up and gets the whistle with 3:58 left in the first.
I guess so.
Face off deep in the RPD zone. They came out firing in this game. And now, it's been all Roadrunners here in the last couple minutes. They get another chance at the front of the goal. Save made by Lane. Another one. Corso is denied by Zach Lane. And that was a nice stop from Lane. Lane's made some good saves in this game. All the talk about the Roadrunners not being able to score. Lane's played really good. Well, this could be a lot closer.
Yeah, Zach Lane has been a wall back there, and Halverson has had 4 or 5 chances already in this first period. And there was that chance that was a one-timer in front of the net that Lane got across for. So Roadrunners have had their chances.
Novak, who's already had an unbelievable game so far, throws to the far side. Krogman up for Cody Kettler. Cody Kettler and Krogman, both righties, both tape their stick the same. Both have that same skating style. Honestly, and they both have a 1 at the end of their number. And a 7 looks kind of close to a 9. If Cody Kettler didn't have that beard, you'd think they were the exact same player, which is funny because Cody Kettler's brother plays on the team, and they don't look that similar in skating styles and how they use their equipment. Krogman fires it back into his own zone. Cody Kettler with it. What do you think of the jerseys, George? Obviously, we talked about how much we like the dark Roadrunners jerseys, but these Verbero RPD jerseys are pretty nifty. I like them.
I don't mind them at all. I like the
love the colors. I've liked all their jerseys because the colors are awesome.
It looks like Detroit Lions colors.
Shot in front,
Great
save made
by
Pelkey. I mean, I'm actually a huge fan of these Verbero jerseys. Also, what do you think of the short hockey sock type deal that RPD likes to do? Heck, all the guys wear their roller hockey pants so darn tight anyway, you might as well have form fitting on the socks. I actually like it. Has to be done correctly, though.
Yeah, you're right about that. But they always do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember why I thought Connex did it, but maybe I'm just thinking basketball.
Yeah, they have a hockey jersey without sleeves, kind of. Magera on the forecheck, can't get away from Spezia. Now it's Archibald down the near side, sends it into the middle, but nobody's there. Magera pass up the left wing side. That one misses Gerger and goes down the full length. My boy Brian Beatson says he agrees the Verbero jerseys are pretty nasty.
Yeah, but I do like these Roadrunners jerseys.
I wish the pants, I wish they did full
Custom.
barber pole. Imagine that, if the pants matched exactly, so you had a full barber pole.
For the Roadrunners.
For the pants, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the pants kind of don't match the jersey.
They're basically stock
Yeah.
stock pants.
Yeah. On a nice creative jersey. Corey Kettler sends this one up ahead, blocked. Jared Gerger to the far side for Halverson. Now to Magera. Magera goes between his own legs, gets tripped up, and a penalty coming here. Now Fecto takes it back into his own zone. Knowing JJ, he's probably going to hang out behind his net for a little bit. He loves it back there.
Why not end the period with it? Go for the last shot. Control the puck once you get over the line. and then get the last shot, the best opportunity you can get. Then you got a full power play the next period.
Halverson takes a look at the clock.
Delamorte yells at him to get a shot. Why not?
No Fecto near side, shoots, he scores! J.J. Fecto, the pride and joy of Savannah, Georgia. A wrist shot from the near side circle goes barred down. A beautiful, beautiful shot to make it 5-3. Roadrunners back in this game.
Roadrunners already have as many goals in this game as they have all tournament. Where has it been? Where has it been?
I don't know.
I got a message this morning from somebody involved in the Roadrunner organization. It was late last night when we left, so I was dead tired. I fell asleep, but I woke up to the message this morning saying that we just have no goal scoring.
Well, they've scored 3 beautiful goals here.
And so that's why I've asked, but these games are so long. 5-0 is now 5-3.
Yeah. J.J. Fecto, his first career Pama Pro Invitational goal. And it was a pretty one. Might as well make your first one as pretty as it can be. We'll take a break and be back for the second period here on SWH Live. 5-3, RPD leads the Roadrunners. Welcome back in SWH Live. Face-off comes to center to start period number 2. Roadrunners from left to right, RPD from right to left. The first 5 goals of the game went to Alkali. And then the next 3 have gone to Tour. Roadrunners got some life here.
Joe Cook can't be happy with the defense on his team right now, allowing 3 goals in the last, 6 minutes of that period?
Well, the Georgia boys teamed up on that last one. Magera drew the penalty to get the delayed call, and then Fecto, a snipe to make it 5-3.
The game looked out of control for the Roadrunners 6 minutes ago. Now it's a 2-goal game.
Yeah, it looked like we were about to be 8-0 real quick. Then all of a sudden, Roadrunners might have a chance to come back here. Now to the front of the net, backhand try, and Pelkey makes the save.
And Pelkey's going to have to come up huge here.
So George, remember earlier today you were like, oh, we won't bring this up until we get to the pro division. What was that topic?
Oh, man. I wish I knew.
Because now I'm curious.
I wish I knew.
Oh, you talked about winning. Does winning create a legacy?
Yes, it was. It was. We'll ask that later on tonight. After this game, it's my game, and then we have 4 more games, Trev, to get through. So we'll get to that conversation later. Right now, we'll do the Roadrunners. You'll ask the question for next time, and they can't tweet me because I'll be on the bench. And then when we come back up, we'll do the winning legacy conversation.
We'll see if I can get somebody on the air with me, too. I'm sure Joe Cook might want to jump on.
I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a nifty little try there by Magera to do a backhand toe drag while catching a pass, but he just missed it. Now Magera has the puck far side. Spins it in front. That one just misses Jared Gerger. And I know this is a little bias because I see these guys all the time and they're from where I live now, but Magera and Fecto are 2 kids that once they figure out this pro game, they could be top-level players.
It could be. And right now there's a new energy in the Roadrunners. So it's a brand new energy.
Magera, of course, a high-level ice player as well. Played at the USHL last year, going to Sacred Heart this year. Actually, he might spend another year in the USHL. I'm not sure. Either way, He's either going back to Lincoln or NCAA D1, which is impressive no matter what. You're right, a whole new life. Guys are standing up on the bench. There's no hanging heads anymore. Jared Gerger to the outside, plays it through the middle. Nobody there, though. You know, RPD kind of lost their physicality, too. That puck goes up in the netting. 15 left in the second. Like, they were dominating early because they were being really physical, and the Roadrunners were kind of intimidated, and they just gave them space, but they haven't been as physical of late.
Yeah, once that second goal happened, even after the one goal, Roadrunners, they were still hanging heads. It was still a bench that wasn't that interested. Guys sitting all over the place, and then Heinzman got that goal, and you just saw some of the guys start to get some life. Majera scored, and right now, half the bench is standing for the Roadrunners. Fecto scored, I beg your pardon.
Oh, look at this, though. It's breakaway for Spezia. Ran out of space.
Coming up big.
Spezia had a clear-cut breakaway, but he's so fast that he just got too ahead of himself, and next thing he knew, he was on top of the crease and couldn't have anywhere to put it. Loggins back into his own zone. Burnett far side. Cody Kettler.
You've got two forwards up not getting into the play. Now they do, and they just took their time getting in the play. That could have hurt him.
Now Spezia back into his own end.
Jared almost stole that one if he didn't fall.
Near side, Burnett. Goes far wing, Spezia. Now over to Loggins. Loggins waits, cuts to his left, took a toe drag shot, it's blocked, and the second try is pushed wide.
Much more sound defensively for the Roadrunners right now. They're much more sound.
Joey DiMartino. Pass to the left wing, misses Jackson. Jackson falls down behind the net. Puck is taken there by
Good cover
Loggins.
there by Majera.
Magera comes away with the puck. High slot. Fakes it, takes it. That one is blocked by Cody Kettler. Goes in behind the goal. Magera into the slot.
Great play by Kettler.
He's so
Cody
sound
Kettler
defensively.
Oh, he is.
He scores goals and big ones every now and again. Like an OT winner against the Snipers at Narch.
And he's sneaky good.
Yeah.
Like defensively, we all know he's good, but offensively, he's got good hands, man.
Joey DiMartino moving up and down the far wall.
But RPD's pretty responsible defensively when they play their man-to-man system.
Joey DiMartino's going to cut to the middle. Couldn't get the shot away, though.
Novak doing a great job of defending there.
Joey DiMartino has at times, what we were talking about with Spezia is that, oh my goodness, he has the puck type of feeling to him. Sometimes he grabs it and it's like, oh, here he goes. See what he's going to do. Like now. Look at the speed. DiMartino backhands it through the middle, and that one goes wide of the goal. Maybe not quite as electrifying as Spezia, but I think it'll come with time, too.
Yeah.
He's also still, what, 18 years old?
Joey? He's, 18. He's 99. 19 this year.
LPD cherry picking again. And this
Guys
time
are
Halverson
behind.
picked
They're
it
getting
off.
behind them, but the passes just aren't there.
Now a chance for Remy Parker. A shot, and Lane makes the save and gets the whistle with 12:19 left in the second.
He got a shot on goal, but it's got to be a little bit better than that. Make a move, go to the backhand, but it was right in his chest.
Well, Remy Parker, if Dennis ever gets his pro team that he's been barking about, probably be an Iska Grizzly, wouldn't you say?
I would love to see who Dennis would bring.
Bryson Johnson, back for Burnett. Out of the far side for Corey Kettler. Puck in behind the net. It's Burnett with it. Burnett up for Bryson Johnson. Back in behind the goal once again. Taken by Krogman. Krogman just standing patiently behind the net. Now, is RPD going to stress trying to get some more goals and better goal differential, or you think they're going to
I don't know,
just go for the win?
They can end up anywhere, but I mean, if they get the win, the goal differential really won't matter.
Well,
If they get the win, they'll be at 9 points.
8 points.
8.
They have 2 shootout losses, which is 2 points, and a win, 3 points.
Got it.
Halverson skates down the left wing, crosses the line, drops it back.
Too many passes.
Delamorte overskated it, and then Corso couldn't get it back to him. A chance in front. Corso puts it on goal. Lane makes the save as Corso has it near side now. Corso skates up the wall, banks it back into his
good play by Jake Corso.
Joey DiMartino up the right side.
Here in
Corso,
Halverson.
a 3-on-2. Halverson high slot shoots. Lane the save.
Burnett had to wait to jump on. He wanted to make sure there weren't too many men. But Halverson again with another opportunity.
It's a bad change there for RPD, and it nearly cost him.
Yeah, it did. And Burnett didn't go right away because, again, he didn't want the too many men penalty, but he was fine to come straight on.
Delamorte chirping a few RPD skaters. He skates to the bench. Here comes Spezia. Spezia to the far side. Archibald through the middle. That one misses Loggins. Now Magera gets this one up to Gerger. Gerger right wing side. Fakes the shot, now takes it.
Oh, he had a glove.
Missed it wide right. DiMartino gets taken down to the far corner from his knees. Tries to spin it back to the point, but that one was blocked. Here comes the speedy Spezia. He's got Loggins going towards the net. Blocked by Halverson, but it goes right to Cody Kettler. Fakes the go back, now turns up rink. Cody Kettler cuts to the front of the goal. And that one is knocked away.
Kenny Halverson says to me, Vio cannot lay off. They need to go friggin' hard. I can picture him saying that too.
Friggin' hard. Halverson into his offensive zone. Drop back to Magera. Backhand toe drag. He's in, he shoots. Blocked over to the far side wall. JJ Fector had the puck bounce over his stick. It's a 2-on-1. Bad break for the Roadrunners. They're hustling to get back as Spezia leads a 2-on-1. Backhands it across the
What
crease.
a play by Magera.
Magera just saved a goal. What a defensive effort. And diving along the roller floor is never fun. It's not like ice where you can slide and have a jolly old good time after you do so. You
got him. Oh.
You might get a rug burn, especially when you're skating as fast as he was.
Rug burn, all right.
You know, it wasn't a rug burn.
I know what you mean.
I wish I couldn't speak from experience. Spezia down the left wing side to the high slot, shoots. Pad save Pilkey in the rebound.
That one redirected and good save by Pelkey.
Push to the right corner, brilliant pass through the middle, but it just misses Lamoya. I don't know how he saw Lamoya streaking to the net. Spezia, the former Detroit Border Cat. Coming up next, folks, we got bar down excitement and Mission Black Ice. A chance in front for Remy Parker, and Lane makes the save with 8:31 left in the second.
Yep, it's Black Ice. Our schedule doesn't get any easier.
Now, what's it going to take for you guys to get some points out of that game and maybe sneak into a playoff spot?
We've got to attack these games differently. We've got to attack these games differently. Part of the problem is we're changing guys because of the simple fact that
Lamoya to Bryson Johnson, he missed it wide.
We don't get to keep the same guys. We're one of the little guys, so we have the same core, but don't keep everybody the same. So they had a tough time last game figuring out the system that worked so well for them. But we got some help on power plays in game 1 against RPD. Game 2 against the Mudcats, we played our system the right way the second half, but we're going to need a good game. We're going to need a big game from Brett Humes. We're going to need a big game from Brett Humes. And we're going to have to change some things up here that we've already talked about.
Spezia around the back of the net. He'll sauce one back into the RPD zone. Novak with 7:40 left in the second. Up for Archibald. Archibald banks one back into his own zone. Novak for Burnett. No, Burnett has that old Easton SE16, the blue one. You guys probably chirp him for having such an old stick. But now this matches his Verbero jersey perfectly. Like literally perfectly. There's Trefty's random thought of the game. Mine's about hockey and jerseys. Yours are always about like Waffle House or something. Burnett, long range shot. He uses that Easton.
Something like that.
misses the net wide and pops up into the mesh. 7:02 left in the second. George, sneaky here, but this is just a 2-goal game.
It is, and there's still a lot of time left. Now, if they lose this game, if they lose this game, Roadrunners I'm talking about, they're 0-4. They're guaranteed.
Now,
to be out of a playoff spot.
Yeah.
3 points can get you in possibly if a lot of things go right.
Yeah.
In a second, I'm going to go to my phone booth behind us and change it. Be Clark Kent.
Yeah. George Kent. Super Maine. Like that?
I like it. I like it. You just made that up yourself?
Yeah. Super Maine. Big collision at center. Who's it going to go against?
Looks like it's going to RPD.
Spezia slow to get up.
He waited to see if it was going to be a change of possession. I'm going to stay here for this power play, and I'm going to jet.
Superman, got to go jet. Spezia's not feeling good on his way to the penalty box. That's for sure. So luckily for him, he's got a little bit of time in the penalty box to feel a little better. Face-off one here by the Roadrunners. DiMartino has it right point, goes left side. Gets it back. DiMartino down for Halverson, right point. DiMartino, Halverson on the dot. DiMartino again, far side. Delamorte, a shot that's blocked. Comes to the near wing. Puck bounces over the stick of DiMartino. He goes back to get in his own zone.
A goal here changes some things, Trev. RPD has 5 points. A goal here, man.
Halverson, a wrist shot. That one's blocked. Out of the far side. Delamorte back for DiMartino. Wrist shot and a pad stop made by Lane.
Power play doesn't look bad here.
No.
They're getting some chances and getting some shots toward the net.
You know what? It looked
quick
great.
puck movement.
It looked great for Sweden, too. And they couldn't converge on it.
All right.
DiMartino, wrist shot.
That.
Blocker side, but Lane makes the save. Look out here. Novak picks off the puck. He's going to try to keep it for a while. He gets to the far side and Archibald swings it down. You know, I know we keep talking about jerseys and everything, but the more and more I look at these RPD jerseys, they're slowly growing into my top 3.
Not mine.
They're growing on me.
Roadrunners are growing on mine. The visiting jersey they got.
Wrist shot, and that one goes off the shoulder.
Even though they're the home team right now, I don't know. I'm not sure. Or they're just on the wrong, but I'm not sure.
DiMartino wrister, that one goes wide.
Penalty's
Back to
up.
full strength goes RPD. Halverson tries to move the front of the net. It was blocked. Delamorte to the near side.
Got to check out on your Trev.
It's Delamorte now. Halverson a shot. That one's blocked. Now it's cleared down. So downtown George Brown. Best of luck to him in the excitement as he heads off down to the rink to coach our next game. But right now we got 4:25 left in the second period. Pass up to Gerger's shot. Lane makes the save. Gerger comes away with the puck behind the net. A centering feed misses. Comes all the way out to the point. DiMartino. Saucer pass up for Gerger. He's trying to fight free. Gerger gets knocked off the puck by Krogman. Krogman left side. He's got Loggins going to the net. Saucer pass to the front. Backhanded on net, and Pelkey makes the save with the left leg. Now it's Bryson Johnson starting the regroup. 3:50 left in the second. Johnson out from behind the goal. Gets his stick lifted. Nearly turns it over. And then gives a big slash on Gerger. And Bryson Johnson's going to get a slashing penalty. And the Roadrunners to another man advantage with 3:37 left in the second. Face off near circle. Roadrunners offensive zone. Alverson loses this face-off. This one's chipped up the near board. It's Archibald with DiMartino. Archibald gets around DiMartino in. Forehead shot. He missed it wide. Archibald spins away from DiMartino. DiMartino comes back with a body. Big battle in the corner. Archibald falls down on top of the puck. And he'll get a whistle with 3:14 left in the second. Minute 8 left in the power play. Face off deep in the Roadrunners zone. 3:14 left in the second. They trail by 2. Face off one here by the Roadrunners. Puck to the far side, now near wing. Max Alverson. Back to the right point for Fecto. Out high, it's Delamorte. Over for Fecto. Fecto for Delamorte. Wood timer, he missed it wide. Remy Parker out to the point for Fecto. He had a pretty goal earlier today, looking for a second. He shoots! Glove save made by Lane. 2:39 left in the second period. And the face-off will be in the far circle. Puck is down. Face off one here by RPD, shorthanded for another 28 seconds. Cody Kettler puts on the brakes near side, plays it back behind the goal. Now Novak leads the rush to Cody Kettler. He shoots, he scores! Cody Kettler puts a shot in the same spot that he did earlier this game. He gets the first goal of the evening and potentially the last, as it's now 6-3 RPD. Face off one by the Roadrunners, still on the power play here. Heinzman in, shoots, tried to go blocker but missed it. JJ Fecto down the wall for Parker. His shot is blocked. Remy Parker to the near side for Austin Magera. Magera fires it back into his own end for Fecto. Now Fecto. Had the puck poked away from him by Krogman. Krogman, saucer pass to the near side. Spezia slips to check Fecto. Sends to the high slot. That one is knocked away from Krogman. Krogman back into his own end. Taken by Cody Kettler. Up the middle of the rink. Finds Krogman. Curls to the near wall. Now far side for Bryson Johnson. Johnson now to Krogman. Krogman back into his own end for Cody Kettler. Six to 3 lead for Alkali RPD. They have possession with 53 seconds left. Cody Kettler right wing side. He turns and fires it back into his own zone. Krogman. Puts on the brakes behind the net. Krogman fires it off the far glass. Bryson Johnson with it. Bryson Johnson back for Krogman. RPD content with just killing out the clock here. Lamoya lost it. Heinzman. Around the back of the goal. Tommy Heinzman gets tripped up. They wanted a call. They're not going to get it. Now Bryson Johnson with 12 seconds left. RPD's just going to kill out the clock. The horn will sound. Alkali RPD will finish a round robin with a grand total. Let me do the math here. 8 points. 2 wins, 6 points, and then 7 and 8 with their shootout losses. So that'll put them in a good position to be a higher seed. Obviously not the top seed, but potentially top 4, depending on how everything lies. After tonight, the Roadrunners go 0-4, and they are officially eliminated from playoff contention. We will take a break and be back for our next contest, Mission Black Ice Bar Down Excitement, and it's coming after this break on SWH Live.